You from
I
30?
have
You
I
from
have
37?
I have only ever downloaded very few songs onto my phone.
On the bench.
Oh, wait a minute.
We just woofing it. We just winging it out here, man. I'm in South Carolina right now, man. To pull up on my man CJ. What's happening?
What's going on, my man?
I don't know, man. Just give the people a brief intro. Who y'all?
Well, that's tough for me, being brief, but bear with me. Who the heck am I? Well, I'll start with how I know this fantastic gentleman right here. I'm a former Marine, just like this guy, right? Camp Lejeune, bro. We met before Camp Lejeune. This is still the introduction, so I apologize, but former Marine. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right, let's come back to that. Dude, that's into technology, into real estate, and just loving the world, man. I'm me, CJ, baby.
All right. Well, that definitely wasn't the short version.
No.
So of course you followed the on the bench segments, man. And we ain't doing shit. This is gonna be the extended version. I don't do no damn 60-second shit no more. Anyway, but this is just regular degular. You know what I'm saying? Back on the porch. It's not the bench, but it's giving bench vibes. So why not? Um, you know what I'm saying? Had the fish. What kind of fish you said it was?
Yo, we had some croaker, we had some porgies, and some trout.
Endless fishes over here. You know, if we was at home, we just would have had some motherfucking whiting. Call it a day. But keep it a buck. But nah, man, it's funny, man. So it's Memorial Day weekend, man. You know, for the fallen soldiers and things of that nature, man. And it's just crazy how, we ended up going from Maryland, coming down to South Carolina to go to Carowinds. You know what I'm saying? Getting the park for free if you was a vet. You know what I'm saying? I think that's done. Um, but just you know what I mean, come down to a joint, chill, sit back, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and talk some military shit, man. So we both was in at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I was 0811. You was a motor T mechanic, right?
3521.
3521. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. Both did 4 years, one and done. Both family men. You know what I mean? Kids, just living. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that we always just go back to like reminisce them times that we had, bro. I feel like we really, really had some wild ass times when we was at Camp Lejeune, bro. Lots of memorable moments, man. You have any memorable moments you like to share?
Oh man, there's a lot that I don't want to share.
Don't share nothing. Get you jammed.
Let me see here. Let me see here, man. You know what? I remember that moment because obviously me and you we knew each other before boot camp, right? Slightly before boot camp. Saw each other a couple times in boot camp, graduated at the same time, and then getting back to the fleet, being in Jacksonville, one of the more memorable joints was when you came into the only Walmart in the middle of nowhere. As I was leaving, you was walking in that joint. Looked like you was already partying. You was like, "Yo, CJ, yo," and then that was it. I think we went and partied ridiculously hard that night. And that's another one of the stories I don't want to tell either, right?
We won't share nothing crazy. I will say, even though the party scene down in Jacksonville, North Carolina, it wasn't the greatest party scene, but it was our party scene. It was just enough, you know what I mean? It was just enough people. It was just enough, you know what I'm saying, for right pickings out there, you know what I'm saying? And I just think it was fun. We just were so young and so dumb. The only thing I just regret, dog, I just regret like not managing my money correctly, bruh. Like I didn't really know what a pending transaction to what a posted transaction. So I say I know my check is only about $500 something. I done spent $300 over the weekend. But that shit just say pending, and it still say I got 500. I'm still out here just spending money. I'm like, man, I'm good out here. Then come that Thursday night, I'm thinking, well, shit, we gonna go to Thirsty Thursday or something like that. Nah, bruh. That motherfucking account will say you got the $98 to last you to next week. And then it's like, what we doing? Well, we going to Thirsty Thursdays anyway. But what are we doing? We going to pick the 40 ounce up. So we already got something before we get in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, man. I was an OE type of guy. But that's my only. You got any regrets?
Oh man, nah, not one, not one, man. And I mean, you was talking about us using Jacksonville as like, our playground, but we expanded. Greenville became a place, right? Fayetteville. ended up becoming a place. So we spread our wings. And in Greensboro, I mean, come on, man, you can't. Greensboro is the reason why I made the hop to here. But you said any of those moments that would repeat the question again?
Just any regrets. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
any
things
regret?
didn't you
Man,
didn't do right
heck
then
no.
or something like or didn't do
Well, hold
when you
on.
was
I
younger.
mean, of course. Now, regret is a strong word. Let's start with that,
Or
right?
something you
Like,
should have did different.
I I do regret not becoming a drill instructor, right? I absolutely wanted to be a drill instructor, dog. Like it was in me. That's one thing that I regret was not actually doing that. But like as far as I mean, yeah, we was young and dumb with money. We was, doing stuff that we probably should have been preparing ourselves for, 10 years from now, 10 years from then, but it is what it is, man. We lived it up though, right? I think we lived it up. We could have lived it up more. We could have been more responsible, but at the same time, I think it was something that just we needed to get out of our system. Maybe. I mean, not in the sense of relationships here and there or whatever, but I mean just like you gotta explore, you gotta play, you gotta get the energy out, right? Like I think we did that.
But so another thing. So I always say this: the reason why I didn't like traveling that much is because we was already going a bunch of places that we didn't want to go. Training, Fort Bragg and goddamn 29 Palms and Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? And all of these places that fucking suck. Oklahoma, Texas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, we travel to all these places. So it's like, why? So my thing is this: if I'm stationed in Fort Sill, Texas, you know what I mean? Fort Sill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fort Sill, no, it's not Fort Sill. Fort Bliss. I'm at Fort Bliss, and I'm there, and I'm there for like 3 months, and then it's coming to Christmas time, or some type of holiday. Why wouldn't I go home? Why would I say, well, I'm gonna go to New York with you? I'm already traveling, so I'm traveling twice. You know what I'm saying? And then I come home, it don't be shit going on. God, I do wish we would have went more places though, man.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. I do too. And so, you know what? There's a couple things. How would it have been? Like you brought up the money situation, right? Like you wish you would have been a little bit more responsible with your finances. Do you think we would have been more responsible with our finances if we would have had the tech that we have today?
Absolutely,
You think so?
bro. They wasn't. Name one time when you was in there when they was pushing like financial literacy.
Let me think. Let me think.
Never. Never. Never, bruh. So if we would have known, we would have known. I think that we would have made better decisions.
Yeah.
Like them weekends where it wasn't shit going on, and we was like, by any means necessary, we're gonna turn it into something. And we end up spending money on some stupid shit or like a dummy move or something like
How
that.
was we checking our bank accounts?
Bro, you was going on the computer. But we
Like
was
over the weekend.
we was typing it on the computer, bro. We was checking out stuff. That's what we was doing. And then you just had to know. Well, this is what I had Friday, and this is kind of what I calculated. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to Sunday, like, yeah, I'm broke. That's what we had, bro. But if we would have been smarter with our money, I think we could have planned for like the trips or the like just the little outings. Maybe what I'm saying, the time we was going to Tanya joint for the Sunday dinner, so maybe we could actually provided something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I think we could have made way more moves if we all. Cause I think we can say this as a group that we all with some shit as far as money management. You know what I mean?
Was I some shit? I think we were. I think we were.
You might have been the best. You might have been the best out of all of us.
By any means. I mean, I was storing a little bit of money off here and there, right? But I was broke as hell as well, right? Like let's face it, we were making maybe $30,000 a year, right? Now, I mean, of course, we had a place to live, and we didn't have to pay water and electric. But besides that, I mean, heck, we was
Still, we
getting
still
we
was
we
severely
had
underpaid.
phone bills and card notes and all that kind of stuff. I was putting a little bit up, but I do think it was they didn't give us enough to be smart with, right? Like, how much could you possibly save? I mean, we could have, if we would have did nothing, if we would have lived no life, and like the life that we lived was pretty damn fun. I'll pay for that shit again. Like I really would.
Yeah, listen. I wouldn't trade none of them. What is it? Friday night, counting the negatives, about $100. I wouldn't trade none of them at 3 a.m. in the club buying drinks, knowing that the money ain't hit. We about 3 a.m. Bing, direct deposit.
How they gonna let me go in the red?
Bro, I remember, but I used to go to the web browser on my Sprint phone, the web browser, because they didn't have apps back then. And I would go in there, join and check, and see that money in there. Be like, I got it, cling.
Oh no.
Yes, son.
I need your charger.
What charger?
I need your keys. I can get Harley's charger.
It's in the truck. Interrupting, we're recording. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come off at him like that. But
He didn't even know.
he ain't know. But man, nah, man, they could have gave us a little bit more bread, bro. If they'd have gave me some reenlistment money, man, I would have stayed there. They could have gave me a 10 piece. They gave one of my buddies who was a damn Ford Observer 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Pre-tax. So I'm like, damn, I can't even get 10. He's like, well, we'll send you to the Pentagon. I'm like, I was like, man, I'ma holler at you. I'ma holler at you. But in closing remarks, man, anything else you want to add?
Man, look, dude. Like I would have. I'm right there with you. I would have stayed in. If they would have gave me so because we went in when we went in because we were hard chargers and everything, right? We went in at 17, right? We were younger. Um, I didn't meet the age requirement to be a drill instructor.
How old was that?
It was 22. 22.
How much time are we talking?
What? What do you mean?
Until you turn 22.
I had like another year. I had like another year. I was turning 22 the next year, and so I would have did one more pump. I would have had to stay with 1.8, and then I'd be able to leave there. And so
Hell no.
yeah, but you know what, man? That again, that's the one regret. But that was that last deployment. We were on ship, and remember we were just talking about my man. We were lance corporals, maybe corporals. We were corporals, and one of my guys, man, we would stand watch together, and I just saw it in him. This dude became a freaking sergeant major the other day, though. Like, shout out, man. Like, like you know what I mean? Like to see those guys that stayed in, and this is in closing, right? To see those guys stay in, it means a lot. I mean, this is Memorial Day. We're talking about those that have given the ultimate sacrifice. But at the same time, you acknowledge the life that a lot of these guys have to live, man. And so to see the start of the life that we saw, and then for these guys that we know and everyone else that stayed in, right? Seeing them 20 years in now, 21 years in now, like, jeez, that's remarkable, man. To live within that lifestyle, have families within that lifestyle, and it's a hard life, man. So shout out to anybody that does that. Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to all the rest of our boys and our brothers and sisters. I mean, Marines or not. But nah, man, nah. I'm appreciative of you stopping by, my guy. This is pretty cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You welcome down south anytime, bro.
Well, look, there you have it, man. On the bench with Rob. We mobile. Capping out.